Okay, so April, no, it's May. So I haven't peeked into this one. It's May, we'll see what the girls are doing. The honey flow season, so I'm hoping, expecting to have to add frames. So we'll see. And yes, I had to relight the smoker. So I had to wait till most of the girls were out. And since I haven't opened this one in a while, we're gonna add a super onto it. We've got 7 frames on top. They're all filled. They've all been worked, honeycomb, brood. I'm gonna add 1 drawn comb frame to it. Because actually, I should be able to put 2 more here at least, but I'm just gonna add 1 more and then add the super. I don't know if it'll make a difference to add a little sugar water to this to attract them to it. The fact that other bees have done all the work should be enough, one would think. So really decent, looks good. I'm gonna take some extra comb off on the side that they're working on. My understanding is that if they've got room and time to do this, they're running out of space. Oops, and I dropped that down. I'm sure they'll work it out. Beetle trap looks good, just a couple of beetles in there. And I'm going to wait until they start working on this one before I add the honey super. It's a little late in the honey flow season, I know, but I'd rather them get all the frames that we can get in the bottom and the top box filled before we do anything else. So I'm gonna call it good there. This is Charlie 2. And once they start working on that last frame that we put in there, so it's drawn comb. So all they really need to do is start filling it with bee bread, water, larva, honey. So once I see that, and hopefully 1 week or so, because they're active, then we'll go from there. Okay, Bravo 1. We haven't had this one open in some time. So we're ready to add a queen excluder and a super if necessary. And if necessary, we'll add a drawn comb. I hear some buzzing going on in there, so. I think we're going to have extra comb to get rid of. All right, so all the frames are there. Got a little extra build up here. We'll take care of that. And it looks as if They've drawn on they're drawn across the board except for a little bit on the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off the top, and we're going to add a super to it. Of course, I didn't bring my jar. So a lot of the girls are out and about, so they're not here to bug me right now. Well, not all of them. Okay. There's honey in a lot of the comb that they put on top of the divider, so I'm going to get that off as well. Put this in the jar. Other than that, it's looking really good. I don't see any issues per se. But with all the comb, all the frames, with, you know, they're working on all of them, so I feel pretty good about putting an excluder on here and going from there. All right, so the queen excluder, put this right on top. And of course, the queen excluder keeps the queen out of here, so she doesn't lay eggs in here. And this is B1, so it's our 8-frame box. Everything seems to be aligned nicely. I'm going to start off with 2 frames. And I'm going to spray the frames some sugar water, hopefully to be enough to attract the girls up here to start doing their thing. And I want to make sure these are aligned. And that's it. We're looking pretty good. All right, that's the addition of a super on Bravo 1. Let's see if the girls can make us some honey. Okay, so this is going to be the messy hive. I opened this one up yesterday, and realized well, you'll see. Giving the girls a reason to dislike me at this point. And they have been very busy. Very busy indeed. So here's the top. And yeah, we're gonna have to clean all of this off. That's going to happen. Now, I've got big pieces of comb over here. This is gonna, yeah, this is gonna be messy. Okay, so I saved this one for last. Got my jar ready. Really, the only thing to do is go right into it. If there's a tool for taking out large pieces of comb, I don't have it yet, and I need to order it. Either Texas Bee Supply, Man Lake, or somebody. So there's that. Get the extra girls off of it, and I can put it into the jar without having to deal with and yeah, this is, it's all my fault, really. If I'd had the if I had paid attention months ago, this whole thing would have been different. So as you can see, big pieces of comb. Just trying to find a way to get the girls off of it before I put it into the jar. The idea is not to bring any of them home with me. Just the honey, thank you. Oh, this is just really messy. The amount of honey going to waste is insurmountable. Insurmountable. Well, I could probably figure out a price tag on it, but at this point, this is a sticky gooey mess. The girls are fine. Well, they're not happy with me, but. So they were hard work. And I could practically use a shovel to get this up and to make room. I'm literally scooping out pounds of honey and bees. Pounds of honey. This is me not paying attention to the girls as I should have been for the past 2 months to let them get this far to build this much. Yeah. This will probably be another good video of what not to do with your beehive. Or should I have left it in there and just added the super? Well, questions. I may send this one to Texas Bee Supply. They can tell me what I should have done. It's a little more cleanup work before I'm going to call this good. I'll let them do the rest of the repair work. Trust the girls to do that much. And there's some repair work to be done, without question. While I figure out what to do with the mess I have created. Oh, man. I'm not kidding. The honey's just... All right, I'm gonna add a drawn comb frame and work to close this back up. Matter of fact, we're gonna add 2. And then we'll come back in a week with the idea of adding a super then on it. Folks, this is just a mess. I'm actually feeling guilty in a very, I really do. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this off as well, since I'm here. Things aren't getting any worse, so. Yeah, scraping it off, still trying to get the extra girls off of this so I don't have to do it later on. I'd rather them stay right here, their homestead. And I'm still scraping, if you can't see me, I'm still scraping this extra comb off of the top and putting it into a container. Any honey I derive from this will be just gilt honey. That's all it'll be. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't throw the extra stuff over, but seriously. I have a mound in front of me. I have no idea what I'm going to do with. Okay, so. It's going to take a while to get everybody. I'm at a loss for words. I'll have to move the camera so you can actually see what I pulled out.